Trucker Wayne here with Driver Solutions on my 30-minute break. Yeah, kind of nice, kind of nice. So I've been doing a series on how can you survive the first year in trucking. Very simple. Do stuff like this. No, in all seriousness, all right? First year, fraught with peril, right? A lot of stuff going on in your first year. And I'll kind of break this down into series of steps that I think you need to do. What Driver Solutions helps you when they help you get your CDL. One of the things is money. Money is a driving factor for every single one of us that get into the trucking business. It's about money, feeding your family, right? What happens a lot of times, and this is a lot of times, is they're not quite sure when you get out on the road how to make that kind of money. You're not making as much in your first year, right? You're just not. And you got to get through there. So you got to run extra hard. I've mentioned that a few times. But really, what's really important is when I say you got to run extra hard, you got to run extra hard. You know, you got to keep them wheels rolling. I'm not saying you got to work a whole year straight. I did not work a whole year straight. I did go a month and a half, then took a short amount of time off, got back out there, started running again, and that worked well for me. Hopefully it'll work well for you, because I think when it comes to money, I hear a lot of times, and I feel horrible when I hear it, that they had to leave because they couldn't pay their bills. It's not set up that way for you not to pay your bills. I know what some people will say, and some of the naysayers. You know, they'll tell you that this company or that company wants you to starve. They want you as slave labor. Well, on the flip side of that, and I just don't believe that with the majority of trucking companies, right? I just don't. But on the flip side of that too, when you run hard and you're not making as much, you'll make up for it for running as hard. And every year goes by, you don't have to run as hard to make more money. It's super important. You know, another thing too is the slave labor part of it that I hear quite a bit. I personally think too that it's people that a lot of times, I don't want to generalize here, but a lot of times they didn't know how to run. They weren't quite sure. They took too many 11, 12, 13-hour breaks, and then they blame it on the company. I can guarantee you guys, got a truck going by here, getting a little loud. I can guarantee you that the person that's talking about slave labor is probably the person that struggled the most when you're out on the road. So you want to make the money, you want to feed your family, get through that first year. We keep saying that, you got to run. And I do know that a lot of people don't like to hear that, but I tell you what, these 10-hour breaks that we talk a lot about, oh man, super important. You got to take your 10-hour break in 10:01, start your pre-trip. You have to. If you want to survive, if you want to excel in the trucking business, those 10-hour breaks are probably the most important. And also, getting more than 550 miles in a day. I was governed in almost every single truck I had at 62 miles an hour, one at 64, and I always put over 600 miles on the truck. Rolling, rolling, rolling. All right, this is Trucker Wayne with Driver Solutions, with a positive path to trucking success. Check out my Facebook page at Trucker Wayne, all right? Trucker Wayne is out.